So let's just start off and say this was a very confusing event to understand, but once you do, it makes a whole lot more sense. There is a decent amount of rewards available for free to play. You're actually going to be able to get two things of like sublimations and or core of origins. If you go not even all in on this event with your Prophet Orbs, you are going to need at least 25,000 gems, or I guess if you have the Prophet Orbs, you could probably drop it. No, you need the max gems no matter what, because you need those 36 from the event. So yeah, you need 25,000 gems minimum, and you need a minimum of 430 Prophet Orbs if you're not spending any Contract Starry Gems. And then I'm going to show you guys you can get additional rewards like man, quite a bit more rewards if you spend 1,250 Contract Starry Gems on a value package this week. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's break it down for those free-to-play players. So when we're talking about this event, we're going to be getting these Souvenir Pastries a couple different ways, and I'll throw this on the screen here. It is a longer one of description this time because it is a little confusing, but as you see at the 30, 50, and 80 point marks, you're getting 2 of these pastries, which means if you do a full 8 times loop of Prophet Orbs, 640, you're going to come away with 48 of these. Next up, we have the Wishing Tree right here, and again, it's 25,000 for the top row, like 36 for the middle, and 45 or no 40, so maybe 32 and 40. I don't know the middle sachet one, but the bottom one's 40,000 gems. You need to do 50 in total of any combination, so you can do some of the Vow, some of the normal. It's just 50 in total. That'll get you the other 36 you need right here. The only other place you're getting stuff free as a free-to-play player is this very first relay package is free. So you're getting 4 Prophet Orbs and 4 of these resources. And this is going to come into play for this main event right here, the Lantern Festival of Love. This is the part that makes a little bit of a confusing mess of it, but also makes sense after a while. So there are, of course, relay package value packages total of 648, and of course 88 is completely free to play capable. So how does this work? Well, you're going to cost 18 Souvenir Pastries per answered question, and then there's a total of 4 rounds of questions in total. So that's only relevant to those that are spending. You can do 9 questions times 4, because honestly, I had to like do the math here for a second to really figure this out. So if you actually take this, let me shrink this down a little bit for you guys. So if you take this event right here, 18, and you multiply that by 9, that means it's 162 to go through one full round. If you multiply that by 4, you get to 648, which is magically the same number of a grand total over here on the left. So there's no RNG involved. It is a straight cut and dry event. So it's kind of easy to like reverse engineer this. We'll go over what that means for spenders a little bit later today, but again, I just want to make sure you guys understood what was free to play. So this is a pretty solid event overall, because if you do 72 total souvenirs, because there's no point doing all of these if you're not also using Contract Starry Gems, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Because only getting full questions done matters, and if you want to get 4 questions done, that is a total of $24. That means you're only gonna have to do 430 Prophet Orbs. You are going to have to do the entirety of the Wishing Tree vows, so you need a bare minimum of 25,000, and of course you get the 4 free in the pack right here, and that's gonna net you $24. It's kind of a very odd number here overall, but that's going to be used in this shop. And now remember, shop number 1, each one of these, the first 4 purchases you do here is 50% off. So you do like 2 Stellar Shard purchases, that's 2.5 million Stellar Shards. That is amazing, and that's going to net you guys some good rewards. Once you do 10 total, aka 2 purchases here, you unlock shop 3, which is the one most people are going to be going for. Why? Because it does have that core of origin chest, and it also has sublimations. Those are really, really important. And the goal here is to spend, of course, 10 here, unlock shop 3. Shop 3's first 2 redemptions are free, and this is where the event gets really spicy, because if we have 24, that means you're coming away with 2 purchases in the top tier and 2 purchases down here, meaning for not even a full 640 Prophet Orbs, it sounds like you're able to get 2 selections down here, aka 2 Sublimation Chests, or in this case they're specific sublimations but it's the same quantity as a sublimation chest, or 2 cores of origin. So that's completely free, and that sounds pretty good. The weird part is you are stuck with these 4 extra leftover dolls, and you can't use them for anything else, which means at a bare minimum, you want to go for one more question, I think, right? Did I actually mess this up in my calculations? It feels off because technically, if we have $4 left over and we do one more question, which is 18 more. Oh yeah, I definitely messed this math up, didn't I? I think. Hold on, let me double check the second part here. But yeah, for just like 18 more pastries, that's another question, which means that goes to 30, which technically means you can get a third item from this row. Yes, a third item, but that is going to cost Contract Starry Gems. I do need to change something real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, I just had the math built wrong on that one a little bit. I went to the 88, which was like the full loop, but doing the full loop doesn't technically help at all, because in this case, if you are wanting to use Contract Starry Gems, the lowest option is 20 here. You can't go lower that. Now, if you do something like the relay package and you're spending real money, then that's a little different, but this is purely free to play. You can't get anything else spending wise on the relay, so free to play wise, the only option is going for this 20. But the nice thing in that is, again, with that 20 there, that's pretty solid, because you can still only do the 430 Prophet Orbs. There's really no incentive of doing more. You would need to do quite a bit more to get one more 5% purchase, which I don't know is good. But again, if you get that 1250 Contract Starry Gem purchase, you get another 20, which brings you to a total of 92. And again, I'll show you guys here. If you got 92 and you divide that by 18 pastries, that means you're getting over 5 questions done. 5 questions times 6 is 30, and that's where it's going to net you guys 2 purchases up here and 3 purchases here, which is absolutely amazing. Probably the best free to play possible you can get, with Contract Starry Gems involved too. But I mean, if you can spend 1250 Contract Starry Gems and just get a Core of Origin chest, that's a pretty good deal, because usually we used to save Contract Starry Gems for Soul Awakening events, and it took quite a bit more than that amount of Contract Starry Gems, plus hero copies, awakenings, all that fun stuff. Granted, you can retire them, and then you would get like a Core of Origin chest if you got down to a lower tier mark. This is actually really good, and I think this means for those that have some Contract Starry Gems saved up, I know we've been spending a lot of them lately, I know. But it does seem like there is an opportunity to get an insane amount of rewards without spending a single dime this week. And then even if you're not, you're still getting 2 from this tier right here, which is really good. Now, I hope none of my calculations are wrong. I'll put them all down in the description down below. I think we're right, and make sure you guys stay tuned for a little bit. If you guys are interested to see what spenders are going to be able to get, like maxing out this event, I'll break that down for you guys so you guys can easily understand what you can get. Because again, this shop here, this shop, I'll go back real quick. This shop is here to stay for every big event, it sounds like, and that's why there's like a limit 6, but that doesn't mean you're actually going to hit the limit, as we saw in this week's event, which is pretty scummy. But at least now that we know, I can break it down every week for you guys and let you guys know what a full buyout of the event will actually net your account. Hope you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.